What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Young and Cool. Today we're looking at 10 bands kids TV shows. At number 10, China considered time travel disrespectful from Doctor Who. The Chinese censors sure are a sensitive bunch, having infamously banned Winnie the Pooh from state-controlled TV and internet due to him being mockingly liking to Chinese President Xi Jinping online. Surely, even stranger than that, though, was the nation's decision back in 2011 to clamp down on any media which featured the use of time travel, which the censors deemed frivolous and disrespectful of history. This resulted in the totally harmful, damaging show that is Doctor Who being banned from the official broadcast in the country, with no consideration given to its playful, campy tone or the fact that it's not terribly disparaging of real-life historical figures, especially Chinese ones. At number 9, we have Heathers.
Come on, people, let's give that leftover lunch money to people who don't have lunches. Those tater tots you threw away.
Oh, aren't they fed yet?
Paramount Network originally intended to air this TV adaptation of the classic 1988 black comedy classic Heathers early this year, but following February's Stoneman Douglas High School shooting, the edgy series, which dabbles in similar subject matter, was pushed back to the summer. A month prior to its premiere, though, the network dropped the show entirely, a full 10-episode season of which had been already produced due to Viacom executives expressing discomfort when the show's thorny themes in light of yet another school shooting. At number 8, we have Hey Arnold. Despite being over 2 decades old, Nickelodeon's classic animated show Hey Arnold was banned last year by the Kenya Film Classification Board in a sweeping crackdown on TV series that support the deviant LGBT agenda. Along with the likes of The Legend of Korra and Adventure Time, Hey Arnold was said to glorify homosexual behavior and was deliberately designed to corrupt children's moral judgment regarding the institution of family. What? At number 7, we have Manchester Prep.
Too bad for you, she lives in Kansas.
Au contraire. The Virgin's father has accepted the new headmaster position at our school.
Manchester Prep was a series commissioned by Fox as a prequel TV show to the hit 1999 movie Cruel Intentions. In late 1999, however, Fox reportedly got cold feet over the show's sexual content and halted production after just 2 episodes that had been completed. Considering the blandly sexless nature of what most Fox TV shows output, it's pretty shocking they'd even swing for a show like this in the first place. In number 6, we have If I Did It.
Jesus Christ, OJ. What have you done?
If I Did It was a planned cross-media production in which O.J. Simpson offered an apparent hypothetical explanation for the murder of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman, of which Simpson was of course accused and acquitted. If I Did It was both a book gross written by Pablo Finchevez and a TV special intended to air on Fox to coincide with the book's scheduled release, the latter featuring extensive video interviews with Simpson about how he would have committed the murders. On the eve of their November 2006 release and airing, though Fox opted to abandon both projects, citing pressure from Fox station owners and the fast-mounting avalanche of bad PR. At number 5, we have The Simpsons.
Looks like we got ourselves a troublemaker.
Are any TV series, animated or not, as brilliantly representative of the American family as The Simpsons? Though its anarchic spirit has proven controversial over the years, to the extent that President George H.W. Bush even directly called the show out during a 1992 re-election campaign speech, the show's soft, sentimental edges make it hard to imagine many finding it truly objectionable. The nation of Burma wasn't quite as charmed with it with the rest of the world, though, deciding that the series' bright yellow character designs and orange-red clothes were a little too similar to the yellow-red color combination used by rebel groups fighting back against the state's military junta. Wow. At number 4, we have Escaping the KKK. A&E produced this documentary series about members of the Ku Klux Klan wishing to escape its clutches, but just 3 weeks ahead of its January 2017 premiere, the network pulled the show. This was following revelations that producers had paid some interviewees in exchange for access to the KKK, in firm violation of the A&E's policy not to fund hate groups. Considering A&E is co-owned by Walt Disney Company, it's a little surprised the House of Mouse wanted nothing to do with this, and despite A&E retaining support for the show as a serious piece of their investigative journalism, they ethically had no choice but to prevent the show from airing. At number 3, we have Captain America, the animated series.
When Captain America throws his mighty shield, if he's led to a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue will come through.
Marvel teamed up with Saban Entertainment to produce a Captain America animated series set to air in the late 1998. which would reimagine Cap as Tommy Tompkins, Steve Rogers being revealed as a cover name. With Red Skull taking the antagonist role, while the typical expected Nazi content would be toned down considerably. Scripts were written, major design elements were completed, and a 60-second sizzle reel was prepared. But the plug was pulled somewhere along the line, the precise nature of which remains rather ambiguous. Number 2, we have All My Baby's Mamas. Proving
who have a lot of women and, deal with a lot of different women. God, gives them a whole bunch of girls,
After public outcry over the show's perceived glorification of promiscuity and dangerous reinforcement of racial stereotypes, however, network Oxygen canceled it. Given that a petition calling for its cancellation received almost 40,000 signatures,
40,000, that's a very low number. So we know we got a petition right now, saying for the people to sign to say they want to see the show.
it's little surprise Oxygen cowed to the pressure, especially as they're subsidiary of their all-powerful entity that is NBC Universal. And with that, the world was deprived of yet another soul-sapingly inane, wildly offensive slice of, quote, reality. Oh no, don't go. And finally at number 1, we have Good Grief.
We'll throw in your loved one for free. I'm not kidding, because at Sincerity Mortuary, we care, even after you've stopped.
While this Lifetime-produced docuseries about the day-to-day workings of a Texan family mortuary didn't have an inherently problematic premise, the network buried the show after the July 2014 discovery of 8 unattended and/or decomposing corpse at the funeral home, leading to the arrest of the owner. Lifetime surely must have been tempted to lean into the controversy and exploit it for their own promotional gain, but to the surprising credit, they canned the show barely a week after the revelation, literally right on the eve of its intended air date. Considering the show is fully complete and ready to be broadcast, props to Lifetime for just throwing it in a vault, presumably to never see the light of day. That's hardly the sort of restraint you'd expect from a network airing awful TV movies on a weekly basis such as Bad Stepmother, Evil Doctor, or Fiancé Killer. What do you guys think of these bands' TV shows? Leave a comment down below which one surprised you the most. Hit that like button and subscribe to Young and Cool, and why not hit that bell so you're notified when we upload new videos. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.